Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. We're about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting these sessions Monday through Friday. We're doing this puja to honor the divine beings or the light beings that are associated with the planets and stars. Dr. Pillai has said they are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. And in doing this puja, we are invoking their blessings into our lives and onto our planet. We'll be working with all of the planets. We'll be working with the stars that they're in, the archetypes that rule those stars, the planets that rule those stars, and the planets that rule the signs that the various stars are in. We'll be using the South Indian style of chart. There is a tutorial link below the video in the description area if you're unfamiliar with this style of layout. I have on a side table here, I have the chart drawn in chalk on a chalkboard. When Dr. Pillai taught this puja many years ago to myself and Raja, Meena Malloy's brother, he asked us to get blackboards and to draw the chart in chalk and to offer the flower petals on top of the chart that was on the blackboard. You can draw your chart on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper, or just offer your flower petals in front of your phone or computer, or just listen to the sounds. He has said all of the names of the planets and stars is a quantum sound or a mantra in and of itself, and it has positive energies to put into us, even just listening to the sounds. So however you wish to participate is totally fine. It's okay if you're doing something mundane, making your bed, doing your dishes, or driving to work, or if you're wanting to, kind of follow along during the puja at home. However you want to participate is fine. Today is a special day because today is the first morning where the sun is now in the sign of Leo, which is the sign that he rules in the zodiac system. So the sun is like the king of the planets, and moving into Leo is like the king is now in his castle. And Leo is also one of the fixed zodiac signs. There's 4 zodiac signs that have a fixed energy, very stable energy. And the first morning when the sun enters any of the 4 fixed signs, which would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, that day is also considered to be a special festival called Vishnu Padi, which is a form of Vishnu that is especially associated with the wealth creation aspects of Vishnu. There's a Gayatri mantra that Dr. Pillai has given for the wealth creation aspects of Vishnu. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishnu Prachodayat. So today is also a good day for you to make some prayers to Vishnu and be asking for increase in wealth, for help with more wealth creation in your life, in the lives of your families and friends, and so forth. So that's just a little special thing for today because the sun has moved into Leo. It's the first sunrise where he was in his sign today. So we start the puja. I take a little bit of water. I have a little container of water here, and I dip my ring finger of my right hand into it, sprinkling a few drops of water on each side of the blackboard, all 4 directions, sprinkling a few drops of water on top of myself, and shooting a few drops of water out into space towards all of you who are watching it either live or on the replay, so that we're all participating in the puja from a sense of, sacred space, purified ground with the little drops of water. Next, we're going to invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. We'll use the mantra Om Sring Gung, SRING GUNG. Om Sring Gung. Om Sring Gung. Om Sring Gung. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from the puja and to remove all obstacles in our lives. And we thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avarkumikave, Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avarkumikave, Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Avarkumikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We are grateful to St. Gnanasamudra for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we're going to honor the archetypes that rule various time elements that are active right now. We'll invoke the planet that rules the day, the star that the moon is in, the Tithi or the moon phase, the planet that's ruling the hour, as well as honoring the yoga and the Karana time elements. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. I'm going to, each time I do the sound, I'm going to put a flower petal on top of Mercury. Flower petals have tremendous purity, and we need purity to be able to access light. So flower petals help us with that. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star or nakshatra that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Ashwini, a star associated with the energies of healing and also the energies of speed. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi or the moon phase. At the moment, we are in the 6th waning moon in my local area here in Florida, which is called Shasti in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said we would use the Sanskrit name of the moon phase, followed by the word Devi, which is invoking the light being associated with that moon phase. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Om Shasti Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules the hour. Right now in my area, the hour is being ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now for the yoga and the karana, Dr. Pillai said we would not offer flower petals. We would just say the names of these time Shaktis 3 times to honor them. The yoga right now is one called Ganda, which has energies that are troublesome. Ganda, Ganda, Ganda. And the karana right now is one called Venetia, which has energies that are mercantile or commercial. Venetia, Venetia, Venetia. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. And we start always with whatever sign is the ascendant sign. This is represented here on the chart as AC. And today the sign coming up on the eastern horizon at the moment is Kanya or Virgo. Dr. Pillai said we would start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant, just to honor how important that energy is at the moment. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So again, we honor Mercury, and I put more flower petals on him. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Each of these boxes represents a zodiac sign. We're going to move in a clockwise direction around the chart from the ascendant sign until we come to a box that has a planet in it. This first one is Libra or Tula, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Vishaka, a star that gives energies of victory, success, triumph. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Om Vishakaye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by a pair of archetypes, Indra and Agni. Indra can give blessings for leadership and courage, and Agni can give blessings for transformation and purification. We honor both of them, and I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Om Indra Agniye Namaha. Vishaka star is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a sign with energies of balance and harmony, today containing Ketu, sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto retrograde and Saturn retrograde. When planets are retrograde, they are extra powerful. We honor Pluto, and we will use the mantra Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttarashada. This is a star of success, and it opens up success when we express gratitude for blessings that we already have. And it can give blessings for long-lasting success. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada's star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 divine beings who each represent a particular divine universal principle. We ask for blessings from all of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada's star is ruled by the sun. We honor the sun, and I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta. Dhanishta can give blessings of prosperity, music, and good reputation. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta's star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for their blessings, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta's star is ruled by Mars. We honor Mars, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Makara or Capricorn, which is Saturn. Again, we invoke Saturn, and I put more flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that helps with patience and structure and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rashi or sign with the planet in it is Mina or Pisces, which today contains Neptune retrograde and Jupiter retrograde. We start with honoring Neptune, and the mantra we use for him is Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. I put flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star with the fire of Kundalini energy, and a star that helps with purification. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of silence and forgiveness. We honor this archetype, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Pisces. Again, I honor him and put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that helps with business development. And Jupiter himself is a planet that can help with increasing wealth. And today is a Vishnupati. So please focus on asking for increase in your business development. We honor the star, and I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Arbundiya. Among other things, he can help with guarding precious things. So ask him to guard your treasures, your valuables, things that are precious to you. We put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Arbundiyaye Namaha. Om Arbundiyaye Namaha. Om Arbundiyaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Saturn. We honor Saturn and put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. Again, I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps with our intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life, and Jupiter, a planet that helps with increasing wealth and also helps with everything related to spirituality, our receptivity to spiritual teachings, our ability to attract good spiritual teachers, our ability to participate in a healthy spiritual community. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mesha or Aries, which today contains the moon, Rahu, and Uranus. We honor the moon, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Ashwini, a star that has energies of speed and healing. I put the flower petals on top of the moon. Om Ashwiniye Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, archetypes who are two twins who have the head of a horse each. They are filled with tremendous healing energy. Their father is the sun of our solar system, and they have so much healing energy. They are sometimes even called the physicians to the gods. We honor them, and I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the planet Ketu. We honor Ketu, and I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we're going to honor Rahu and Uranus before we invoke the star, as they are both in the same star today. We start with Rahu, and I put flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, and for him we'll use the mantra Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Both Rahu and Uranus today are in a star called Bharani. This is a star that is associated with a tremendous amount of divine feminine energy, or Shakti, or power. I put the flower petals across both Uranus and Rahu. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama. Among other things, Yama is an archetype of justice. I put the flower petals across both Rahu and Uranus. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. We honor Venus, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Misha, or Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box and helps us to make friends with new technologies. And Uranus, a planet of high intelligence, who also helps with innovation and success in life and our ability to learn astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Rishabha, or Taurus, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars. I put flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Kritika. This is a star that has energies of truth. We ask to see the truth about ourselves, to hear the truth, and to be able to live the truth in our own lives. We honor Kritika star, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, the archetype of fire. We honor Agni, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Agniye Namaha. Om Agniye Namaha. Om Agniye Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by the sun. We honor the sun, and I put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, a grounded and luxury-loving sign, today containing Mars, a planet of passion, and also a planet that has the energies of both the warrior and the healer. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Karkata or Cancer, which today contains Venus. We honor Venus, and I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Pusha, the most spiritually auspicious of all the stars. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Pushaye Namaha. Om Pushaye Namaha. Om Pushaye Namaha. Pusha's star is ruled by Brihaspati, a form of Jupiter in which he is in his form as an enlightened spiritual teacher. We honor Brihaspati. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Pusha's star is ruled by Saturn. We honor Saturn, and I put flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the moon. We honor the moon, and I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the signs, today containing Venus, a planet of happiness, diplomacy, a planet that helps us to enjoy material plane comforts as well as the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Simha or Leo, which today contains the Sun and Mercury. Again, this is the first morning where the sun was in Leo at sunrise. So today is also a special festival called Vishnupati, where the wealth creation energies of Vishnu are very abundant. We honor the sun, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness and high self-esteem. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by the Preetis. These are the ancestors who have traveled into the planes of light and can give us blessings. We honor them. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Preetisye Namaha. Om Preetisye Namaha. Om Preetisye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by Ketu. We honor Ketu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Mercury for being in Leo. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Purva Phalguni. This is one of the stars that's a relationship star, and it's also a star that has energies for rest and relaxation. And sometimes it's called the party star. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype who can bring good fortune. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni star is ruled by Venus. We honor Venus, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. Again, we honor the sun, and I put more flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a sign of power and leadership, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet important for our own self-confidence and our health. And Mercury, planet of communication, and also the planet that helps with managing all the details of our daily life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. There are many modes of connecting with the planets. Some of you may have seeings, some of you may have feelings, and some of you may have knowings, and all those modes of perception are valid. Each of us has one that's perhaps easier than some of the others, but however you're connecting with them, whether it's through seeings, feelings, or knowings, all of that is valid for you. I'm now taking a lit tealight, holding it above the blackboard that has the chart and all the little flower petals. And I'm taking it 3 times in the air in a clockwise direction around the chart, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Now I'm taking a hand fan. Some of you could use a lit incense stick. I have a housemate who is sensitive to scent. So I'm waving a little hand fan 3 times around the chart, offering the element of air and a cooling breeze to all the divine beings. And now I take a bell to offer the element of sound, and I'll ring that 3 times around the chart. Now I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to bless all of us, to bless our families, our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors. I ask them to bless our homes, our workplaces, our schools. I ask them to bless our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire planet. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, a safe place to live, clean air to breathe, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs. And may everyone on the planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers for a minute in silence, and then we can open for some short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your participation, your support. I can take a few questions in the chat if you like, or if you wish to share any of your experiences, you're also welcome to share that in the chat right now as well. So again, thank you for participating in this in-depth planetary puja. Very appreciated. I see Nina saying thank you, my pleasure. Ranak is asking, please throw some light on sun transit into Leo, a favorable Rashi where it is comfortable. Can we expect a good month for the world? So the sun transit into Leo is going to have the sun definitely in a sign that he's comfortable in. He rules that sign. Anytime a planet is in a sign that he rules, his own sign, he's in a comfortable placement. Will it be a good month for the whole world? The sun is one planet among all the other planets. So the sun in Leo may light up things for each of us, perhaps related to the areas where the sun has an agenda. We can use the positive energy of the sun if we wish wish to focus on improving our health, to focus on anything that we need to do with leadership. It can also, the sun is also very connected to government. And so it can be a time to connect for some people with cleaning up any of their relationship with the government or government agencies. Some people may need to put some focus on that. For the whole world, I can't say for the whole world based off the transit of one planet. The world is a little bit more intricate of a place than just one planet's transit. So what I can tell you is that we each individually can use this positive energy of the sun and direct it in a positive focus in our own lives. Again, using this to look at our diet, our exercise, and to look at our relationship with our government. If it's someone has time to clean up their taxes or has some, issue with the government they need to clean up, this could be a good time to get in there and do that. But for some people, it may be a time to step up into their leadership qualities and to be willing to, take on some new projects where they have more of a leadership role, or to develop their own entrepreneurial abilities as well with the sun in Leo. The sun is so many positive qualities. So I hope that helps with you. I did write a blog for Pillai Center a few years ago about the sun's transit into Leo, and that information is still valid. I can put the link into the chat tomorrow for that blog if you have not seen that blog, and that might give you a lot more information about the sun in Leo than I can do just in words in a real short chat session. Okay, but thank you, Renak. You asked good questions. I appreciate that very much. Wonderful. So Em is saying, blessings from the new sun in Leo. May the sun and Lord Vishnu bless the planet Earth and lead us into the golden age. I say amen to that prayer. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well, thank you all again for being here. Thank you to Dr. Pillai for the Religion of Religions channel. We're doing these live pujas Monday through Friday on the channel, and you're welcome to always be here. Please consider hitting the like button and also subscribing to the channel. Dr. Pillai does want the channel to grow, and when people like it and when they subscribe to it, it helps YouTube to present this to more people in their algorithm. So it helps us to reach out to more people. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Please use this energy of Vishnu Padi, where wealth creation energies of Vishnu are abundant, to ask for increase in wealth. Dr. Pillai says it's always very important to ask for what we need and for what we want. So please make your prayers especially about that today. Short mantra for Vishnu is Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha, if you don't know any other one for him. Namaste, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Blessings.